Hey guys, this is Rohit from Geek Circle and you are watching the third part to solve the 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. And I left a link in the description below to solve the first and the second layer, which are two different parts on how to solve the Rubik's Cube. And now you are watching the third and final part to solve the Rubik's Cube. And to people who are watching this from first, you may see a difference. I have a L here which I didn't have in my last video. I did this because I wanted you to understand in the most easiest way possible, and this is the basic thing that occurs after you do the final algorithm which we spoke about in the last part. So while solving this, the first step is to see the upper part, which is the yellow in this case. If we see it from here, it's the upper part, the yellow from here. And now we have an inverted L. You have to have it in this shape. For people who have a line, just wait, I'll get back to you in a moment after completing this. And for people who have nothing, no patterns at all, you can have it in any way and do it until you get this shape. So for people with inverted L, just do the following algorithm, which I am doing now. Have it aligned properly. It must be an inverted L. F R U R I U I F I. Alright, so don't care about the corner pieces. We have to get a plus here. That is our primary goal. So now we have a line here, and the people who got lines first, just follow me now. Just do the same algorithm again. F R U R I U I F I. So yeah, don't care about all these corner pieces as I told you first. Just leave all these, and now we have a proper plus symbol. The first step of the third layer is over, and the next one is aligning at least two mid pieces of the third layer. Now since we have got nothing, just turn it, and even now we have only one, which doesn't matter. You have to get two. Now we have got two mid pieces, which is the green and orange. So everyone in this case have to get two mid pieces of the third layer solved. If it is not, there is some problem with your cube. So after doing this, one part should be on the back side. As you can see here, it's on the back, and the next one should be to our right. And do the following algorithm, which is R U R I U R U U R I. After doing this, just turn the cube, and now the mid pieces of our third layer are completely solved. We also have the plus symbol. As I told you, don't bother about the corners in this first and second step. Now for the third and the final step, you're a bit closer to solving the Rubik's Cube, and this step is pretty easy too. So now search for pieces which are perfectly aligned. So for example, this piece, the blue, red and yellow are in between the blue, red and yellow itself. So it doesn't matter if it's not straight, you can switch it using the formula I am telling you. This is not correct because it has a red, green and yellow, and it's between yellow, blue and orange. And this is also not correct because it has orange, yellow and blue, and it's in between yellow, orange and green. And this one is correct because the colors can be switched, but there is the red, green and the yellow part. So we'll take the first right thing which we saw. But for people who don't have any correct sides, just keep it on any side and do the following algorithm until you get at least one corner piece correct. So since we have got one corner piece correct, let us do the following algorithm, which is U R U I L I U R I U I L. So we have to keep on doing this until all the corner pieces are properly aligned. In this case, this is aligned, this is aligned, this is aligned, this is aligned. So all the corner pieces are aligned for me, but it may not be the case for you. Whereas for some people, they would have got one correct piece only by now. You have to do the same formula again to get it correct. So for people who got everything correct, just after doing all this, just do the same formula which we used in the starting, which is, and one thing you have to remember before doing this is that you should not change the sides. You must not turn it either side when doing this formula, or you are going to completely spoil solving the Rubik's Cube. So now let's begin. The formula is Ri di r d, Ri di r d. Now we have got the yellow here. Don't worry if the Rubik's Cube has been spoiled, no problem. You'll get it right in the last. Now, as I told you, do not turn the Rubik's Cube. Just bring the pieces which have to be solved here, since we started it from here. Just turn it. This is one more unsolved side, and do the same thing. Ri di r d, Ri di r d, Ri di r d. Do it until yellow comes in place. Now we have got the second thing solved, and now just turn the third layer of the Rubik's Cube and do it again. Ri di r d. Now as I'm telling you again and again, don't turn the Rubik's Cube, just turn this side and do the same algorithm again. Ri di r d, Ri di r d, Ri di r d, Ri di r d. Now just turn the Rubik's Cube until it's completely solved. Congratulations guys. Hope the video helped you, and this was the layer method and the most easiest method possible to teach you on how to solve the 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. Hope the video helped you. If you can't understand any part, just give in the comment box below. I'll help you in the best way possible. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more videos.